I know I'm gonna sound like a major boomer when I say this, but GTA 6 is gonna ruin your life. And just as I utter those words, I already know I'm gonna get major backlash, or people in the comment section taking major issue into what I just said, or think that I'm tripping for saying this. But just hear me out. By now, I assume you guys are aware of the new GTA trailer that just dropped that did almost like 90.6 million views in the first day, literally doing Mr. Beast numbers, which in itself is insane. And it goes to show you how much people have been waiting and anticipating this game for a very long time. And there's no doubt in my mind that I know that this game will do very well when it's released 2 years from now. But as for most people buying and playing this game, the same thing can't be said for them. Now in the self-improvement space, there's like two things that's like a major plague for most guys, and that's porn and video games. Watching loads of porn and touching your pee-pee and coping and saying things like, it's healthy for you, or it stops prostate cancer, is obviously just bullshit. And like I said before, just a straight up cope. But you heard this 1,000 times, so you don't need me saying this to you. But as for video games, it's kind of difficult to say if it's a bad thing because of how much nostalgic value and impact it's had on people. And you guys could agree with me when I say this, they're honestly aesthetically pleasing to look at. In fact, the right kind of games can inspire you, spark your imagination or creativity to actually create something. But the reality is, that's just not how most people are with video games. Let alone the trash video games that they release nowadays, which are like highly addictive, dopamine filled, keeping you highly addicted to it for hours on end. And 9 times out of 10, the people that buy these such games don't even get any sort of like inspiration or creativity sparked up. It's just straight up consumption. And notice this, bro. Anytime you ever notice someone heavily anticipating leveling up in the virtual world where they could obtain lots of money, status, a gang or a tribe, a sense of progression and adventure that reflects the things that are missing in their lives. And can that guy turn down that lawnmower, bro? Fuck. And video games offers these people a safe comfort zone to act out on these desires just straight up in the virtual world. And the thing is, I can't even get mad at you entirely for it because video games are set up in a way where there's like a expectancy reward system. So that way you know what you're getting in and you know what you're getting out. And by framing it in this manner, that's how they keep you hooked. Since again, there's a level of progression within the game versus like the real world, you're almost taking like a leap of faith or risk on yourself, not knowing if you're gonna fail or not. But the thing is, bro, that's the main issue. Each time you return back to a virtual world because it feels more secured and safe and it's far less risk adverse. And that's why I fear in the next 2 years, by the time this game's released, we're gonna likely see a great divide between the guys that chose to level up in the virtual world versus the ones that stayed away from that and chose to level up in the real world. And bro, the numbers speak for itself. And I hate to see how bad it gets on launch day too. But that goes to show you that there's a greater problem on the horizon as we're speaking right now. Because I'm aware that there's people that generally want to improve in every aspect of their life and actually want to make some genuine progress in their life for the sake of themselves and their loved ones. But more than likely, these people right now probably have loser friends that'll tell them things that video game is good for you. They'll say things like, just stay 1 more hour in the Discord call or else you're lame, or like, you feel me? They'll feel like they're switching up, resulting in things in their real life getting extremely dull. And the thing is, bro, video games act as like a huge time waster for the things that actually matter in your life. And bro, it's crazy to me how much people will defend and try to make excuses about how video games are good for you, that 1 or 2 hours of video game isn't that bad, when these people are actually very dangerous. Like I'm telling you right now, bro, the ones that are telling you to just sit down and play 1 or 2 more hours of video games, those are the motherfuckers you gotta watch out for. And they might be some of your closest friends too, because these people are like, how should I describe it? They're like little maggots, bro. They're literally little maggots trying to bring you down to their level and keep you at the same level as them. So that way you don't go far ahead of them in life. So if you really want to level up IRL, it's probably in your best interest to stop playing 1 more hour of video games with these people. Because half the time spent in leveling up in the virtual world and in video games could be spent in leveling up your real life, where it's a lot more fulfilling and lead you to a more meaningful, fruitful life that video games could never offer you, if I'm just being honest. Whereas you have genuine connections with people, a brotherhood, a community, or foster up a deep loving relationship with a girl IRL. Don't let these maggots who choose to not leave their rooms and play with other maggots in these artificial communities drag you down from your potential. And bro, remember that great divide I mentioned earlier that we're likely to see 2 years from now? Guess what? It's happening right now. We're seeing little bits and pieces of it. It's happening right now. You feel what I'm saying? But just looking at the views alone, I'm scared to see how it's gonna look 2 years from now. Because I don't want to sound pessimistic or morbid or anything like that or negative, but it's bound to happen. So which one do you choose? Either level up in the artificial world or level up in real life? Because I know it sounds cliche. I know a lot of people have said this before, but Life is literally a video game. Choose life, not the artificial realm, because when you do, that's where real rewards are found. But yeah, this is a quick filler video. I just wanted to shoot this real quick because, you know, I don't know. It just popped in my mind. I was like, let me just record it and upload it to YouTube. I don't know. Just have something out there. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got for this video. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to see you guys. Peace.